So, hello friends of the Friend for Religion, I am greeting you. You are very welcome on my channel, No Coffee, No Worky. Right. Today I drink my coffee black. Did you try a coffee with a melange of a mix of cardamom and cinnamon? This is for your man's health. Believe me, it works out. Just put the coffee away. Wait a moment. Excellent. So now we can talk. So today I have 2 or 3 things to say. And the first thing, the second one is all in here. And the first one is a little bit strange for you in your ears. And it comes to my time in the French for Legion, of course. And when we, as you know better than I do, I had a lot of operations, interventions, and fights. Let me tell you that every time when I before an intervention, before an operation, when we knew that we are going to see the enemy, I was innerly a little bit disturbed. It was like my soul was crying, and I was a little bit sad, because why? Because it's when going to operation, when going to intervention, me, myself, and I, we became someone we were not, and someone we don't want to be. The fighter, the soldier, the real fighting soldier. I cannot explain this to you. I try to, when I am doing maneuver, training, drill, and whatever, giving instruction and receiving instruction, I feel perfect. It's good. It's a good time as a soldier. But when you are in the fight, when you're in the operation, when you're there, every single minute of your soldier life, you're dreaming to be in operation. That's why you're training for. But when you are in operation, when it's hard, you dream that you want to be in another place. You don't want to be there. And when you are at home, when you are in training, when you are in maneuver, you want to be there. I don't know if you can follow me. I don't know if you can follow me. So when you're in, you want to be out. And when you're out, you want to be in. And when you're not in, you are the normal soldier, the professional. And when you are in, you became the fighter you maybe don't want to be. But I know as well as you do that war sometimes is necessary. Is kind of I'm convicted that some wars are necessary, and all the wars we did, all the operation we did, has been necessary. But nevertheless, it's not a real warrior soul in me. That's what I wanted to tell you. Maybe you have had always a wrong picture from me. And every time you're in operations, you have fear. Of course, you have fear. It's every time the soldier who goes to fight and he tells me that he has no fear, that he's not afraid, he's a liar. He's a liar. And I wanted to be maybe a fighter 300-400 years ago, because the fights and operations, the wars in this time has been another kind of operation, another kind of fights, another kind of war. It was man opposite to man, looking eye in the eye, having a sword. If I can kill you, you can kill me. And we fight, man from man. But today you go to operation, you maybe will die, and you will never know where the strikes are coming from. You never know where the strikes are coming from. A drone, sharpshooter, 5,000 meters, 500 meters away, or 1,500 meters away, EID, and this is the thing who is not fair in war. There's no fair war. Maybe I'm talking bullshit. There's no fair war, but this is the thing. For me, the wars from today, they are not on it. They're not honest. I'd like to be Geronimo fighting with another Indian, or with a white impostor coming to my country eye in eye. This is a real man's fight. You know what I mean. No coffee, no worky. Maybe today, in this morning, it's we have about 5:30 here in Sweden. I talk nonsense, but this is what was running through my mind before waking up. Before really waking up. Okay, Sweden. We come to Sweden. As you know better than I do, I'm in Sweden now. And when I was still in Germany, packing my bags and preparing to go to the country, I put everything inside I could. Rushing to Sweden with my whole family, coming here and getting, packing out all my wallets and all this stuff. I couldn't take my buffalo head. I couldn't take my Macheta Ontario Spec 4. I couldn't. I had to leave something in Germany, but I will get them the next time I visit the country. But one of the first thing, one of the most precious thing I had brought here to Sweden is this one. It's the Diary of a Legion. It's my diary. And I have two of them, both in German language. The first is from the time 85, so in French Guiana, until this one begins. And it ends when this begins. And this one begins, Sergeant Chef Gast, RCA, Central African Republic, 1994. Boar, begins in Boar. Okay? And I will read the first page for you and maybe the second one. And for me, it's, wow. It's just a good remembrance, It's a good souvenir. Bois, RCA, Central African Republic, 30th of January, 1995. We are moving from Bois to Lagunda with my section. So I was platoon leader. I was deputy platoon leader with a Transal. Transal C106, the difference between Hercules and Transal. Hercules has 4 engines and Transal has only 2 engines, And one of the souvenir when you were standing behind the Transal or behind the Hercules is that when the motors are running, the engines are turning, the propellers are turning. You stand behind and you have the smell of the kerosene in your nose. This is fucking fantastic, Even your paratrooper going to jump, or even in this case, you're just going into the back door and they're flying away. Oh, this is a great souvenir, A duration of the flight, almost 2 hours, and we have parkoured a distance 950 kilometers. Open land, the landscape of Africa, And we are going to the National Park Saint Floris. It's in the northeast of the Central African Republic, to the border to Chad and Sudan on the other hand, And I was very curious. I'm reading what I'm writing here. I'm very curious because the people told me that there in this national park, we have a lot of lions, a lot of elephants, and the lions even came close 20 meters to the camp in the evening time, close to the sentinel, to the guards. And we will meet, of course, the family laboureur because we were there to protect them. So family laboureur, I will talk about them in the next page. And the 24th of January, so it was a couple of days before, we had a jump in Bosiki, parachute jump in Bosiki. I told you about this one. The next one is one day later, 31st of January, 95, Lagunda. Our stay in Lagunda. We had no drinking water. And we had a lack of benzene, gas oil. And on the spot, we were meeting Adjutant Relon. Adjutant Relon is an officer now. He's responsible for Pulobier. Bonjour, mon capitaine, maybe mon commandant. And Sergeant Baldwin. Baldwin was his deputy. Hello, Baldwin. Looking forward to see you, old friend. And we had the first meeting with family laboureur, the first contact. They had 2 children, 4 and 2 years old, and the standard of living is very, very modest, very modest. So, and the children, believe me, the children of the labourers, they were, one were born at the farmer Lagunda, or Kumbala, and they were growing up in a national park in Africa, and they were playing with pumas, like other little kids in our country playing with dogs and with cats. They were playing with small lion babies, And what does it mean for the wife, for the labourer's wife, for Mathieu Labourer's wife? That means that she lives in a hostile environment because we have poachers, we have dangerous animals, we have venomous snakes, and And this must be a very powerful woman, you know, to give birth to a child in Africa, in the middle of nowhere in Africa, and live there, accepting to live there with their husband, the husband who is a poacher hunter. He was a renowned poacher hunter, Mathieu Laboureur, one of the best guys I ever seen in my life. He was a headhunter, a really headhunter. Genuine, a very genuine guy. I love him. So we talked a lot with Mathieu Laboureur, and he told us everything we had to know about the poachers coming in and killing elephants and moving them with the ivory, crossing border and all this stuff. You know, our position exact was north, 9 degree, 18 minutes, 553. East, 21 degree, 12 minutes, 122. Right? Altitude 600 meters. You know. Yeah, and Mathieu Laboureur, I'm writing here, was born in the Central African Republic. His father was a poacher hunter since 47 in Africa, and he created a park, La Kumbala, and later on, Mathieu Laboureur made Lagunda out of it. I have some photos from this. I displayed you the photo. And the Gunda is one of the last paradise here on earth, of course. It's one of the last paradise on earth. It's very dangerous to live there. It's a very dangerous place, but it's really a paradise. I was there. I can testimony this, and that's why I'm writing this. I'm writing this in the book, you know. And the 1st February 95, and this is the last thing I will tell you today. I departed with for making ravitaillement. We needed essence. We needed some food, and we reported to Endele. To get all this stuff. It was not me. It was the platoon leader, and unfortunately they had an accident, and they had to stay outside in the savannah. And so the platoon leader stayed close to Endele, somewhere in a hostile environment, because Endele is an old town where the fucking Senussi bandits are living and making the whole region unsecure. It's really dangerous. There were poachers, there were headhunters, there were slave holders. Everybody has a weapon, a Kalashnikov here and there and everywhere. And this is really a dangerous place. So they had to stay outside while I was keeping the camp in close to the Kumbala River. But I tell you the next time, the next opportunity, and this is what I wanted to tell you, that my world is coming, all the pieces are coming together. This night also I dreamt about my comrades died. About Thomas Linda dying in the Bosnia War. He deserted in 92, and he was killed in Bosnia while fighting for an apple and an egg. I dreamt about my comrade Günther, that died in Bosnia a couple of months later, killed by a sniper. I dreamt about Hempel, who was a former Krab, former CCP, and he died while by climbing a mountain. I think it was in the Alps, in the French Alps, you know. I dreamt of a lot of things are going around my head, and you can leave the French Foreign Legion, but the French Foreign Legion will never leave you. That's the point. When you have been in for maybe 5 years, maybe it's good, but if you have been in for 17 years that I have been, fuck, you know. But all my life experience I draw from the stay, from my séjour in the French Foreign Legion, and it's good. I can say that to 90% my life experience I get from the French Foreign Legion, from my life there as a soldier, has been good, and the rest I try to forget. That's it. So Schulz. So I have still the smell of the savannah, of the Central African Republic savannah in my nose, and this is very genuine. And when I can say one color in memory from all these area in Africa, is this one. Ochre, sand color. I have goosebumps all over, just for the fact to remember these times. Yeah. So Schulz, we make a break. We make a break, and then we meet the next time with another story. And next week I will part to a country I don't tell you right now. And I think that next week I start for a week, and it will be my biggest adventure outside of the French Foreign Legion. But you will be there with me. You will be testimony, because I will show you all the things I will do within these weeks, and you will be very surprised. It will be powerful. Okay, so stay safe, brothers. Amitié, Legionnaire, yours, Thomas Gast. Bye-bye. Yeah, that's it. Schultz, everything's okay, right? Gaston, how do you feel being banned in the back in the middle of Gast and Schultz? I think Gaston is getting crazy there. Huh? You can see Gaston. Adjudant Gaston, banned in the second row. Crazy.